Nice car. You just get that? Figure after taking Latrains for 2 years at the Peace Corps, I deserve some creature comforts.
Travel is so broadening.
Hold it right there. It's close enough. Did you guys bring the money?
Does this look like my laundry?
All you have to do is give us the plates and we'll all be happy.
Voila.
Nice work.
Thai craftsmanship, nothing like it. I got a set of dessert forks at home that would give you chills.
You should have stuck to the cutlery, pal.
Friends of yours? The leader's Jack. He's the guy I lifted the place from in Thailand. God, he must have followed me.
Then waited to kill you until you had a buyer so he could pick up some extra cash. This is just great!
Excuse me! But I think you should know that I'm Detective Max Monroe, and my partner and I are police officers. I suggest you surrender immediately or face the consequences. No, I'm really mad.
You guys are cops.
Yeah, this just isn't your day, is it, kid?
Let's get the hell out of here.
I always want to take a cruise anyway.
See where they went, boss.
It's a big ship. Looks like they've been renovating or something.
Luke, get the walkie-talkies out of the car. We're not leaving till we get the plates and the policemen are dead. Search the ship. Right.
What makes a machine more user-friendly? It should be designed well, with controls that are easy to find. It should be dependable, And it helps if it's a Honda.
I'm using this other long-distance company. Try to call Phoenix, I misdial Fiji. I call the operator. She says she can't give me instant credit. I say AT&T always did. She says, you're not dealing with AT&T.
If you miss dealing with AT&T, it's easier than ever to come back. Just call 1-800-421-0500 right now and we'll switch you back for free.
They kept saying how much money I'd save. Then I get the first bill. I'm not kidding. I thought it was a typo. I mean, where were the big savings?
People who thought they could do better than AT&T are coming back for the real value. You can too. It's simple. Just call now and come back for free.
Takes longer getting through, but I'm saving a ton, right? Wrong.
You gotta read the fine print. I couldn't believe it.
You're not dealing with AT&T.
Well, I am now.
1-800-421-0500. For dependable, crystal clear AT&T long-distance service. Call now and we'll switch you for free. You couldn't pick a better time to come back.
There's only one thing I used to hate worse than having to wash out my pantyhose every night. And that was having to throw them out.
No nonsense. The pantyhose that last.
A cheese riddle. Excuse me, Giorgio. What do you get when you add mozzarella to an ordinary tomato? Something to sing about. That's right. Cheese makes it taste better. So don't forget the cheese.
Some boat. It's not a boat. It's a ship. Victory ship. Used to haul supplies during the war.
The guy that just got shot, you sure are a wealth of information. Hold on. See where he's home.
Thank you. It's being restored, Max. People only be here during the day.
I knew that. At least it's warm in here.
Max, I gotta sit down. First time I ever been shot. You believe that?
Yeah, you see you've been missing? Sorry. I really appreciate what you did for me up there.
You get us out of this and we'll just call it even. How's it look?
Not bad.
Yeah, you would say that.
Oh, really?
Any sign of them?
Not yet. I have a feeling they won't be leaving without their artwork. Two left. Oh, man. I lost my other clip. You got yours?
Yeah. 45?
9mm. Great. How many do you think there are?
Too many. Max, tell me something encouraging. You know, like how you got out of scrapes like this all the time.
You want me to lie to you?
Just talk to me. With you running your mouth, I can almost convince myself everything's normal.
You got it. You know, before I met you, I had a tough time finding someone who met my exacting standards in a partner.
The way I hear it, nobody but me was crazy enough to work with you.
Well, there's that school of thought,
Yeah.
Anyway, there was an interesting case a couple of years ago.
Hello, LeBron. Ernie. Easily tied. Different. Very different. Beverly. Hey, Don. How are you doing? Yo, Vinny. Hiya. Ready. How about those Dodgers, huh? Lena? New lipstick? It says howdy. Very nice. Very nice. Hello? Yeah, Captain. Yeah, I'll be right in.
I'm aware of that, sir. Yes, sir, I know. But, sir, I know. Yes, sir, I'm aware of the fact that Officer Monroe has something of a history. But now, sir, he didn't exactly hijack that ship. He had every reason to believe there was a casino on board, sir. He was acting strictly in the line of duty. Why the ship sank is still very much a part of the investigation.
It was a very old boat.
Yes, sir. However, I'd like to point out that this arrest today was of a major drug figure in the area. Oh, yes, Commissioner, believe me, I understand. Yes, sir, I'm going to have Monroe in here, and I'm going to carve him a new earlobe. Yes, sir. Goodbye.
Cheer up, Captain. Have some cannoli. Made a major score today. This is great.
I'm going to have to reassign you again.
Great.
Homicide.
Great.
Main Street Hotel, Jane Doe.
Jane Doe? As in John Doe?
Probably a hooker.
It's a joke.
Max is only temporary till the Petrino thing cools down. Look, nobody cares if it's a major drug bust. Nobody cares if it's Petrino's restaurant you wrecked. They just don't want any cowboys in the department.
Fine. A team player. Oh, by the way, do I have a partner on this one?
Lobel is already there.
Lobel? I thought he was dead.
About to retire.
Oh, that's a relief.
Max, Lobel's in charge of this one. You're just going to help out, okay? Okay? I'm running out of guys who'll work with you, Max. They think you're dangerous, and they think you're crazy, and they think you'll get them killed.
You think that?
Yeah, they do.
Caffeine. They drink too much caffeine. Larry LaBelle, good to see you. You look a lot better than I expected.
What are you doing here?
Larry, I know a lot of the guys don't want to work with you. I think you're unstable, but I want you to know, to me, you're a rock.
What are you? Curse?
No, let's try to help. What have we got here?
Well, maid found a Jane Doe up in one of the hotel rooms. She was nude. Somebody snapped her neck. No ID, no nothing.
What happened to her clothes?
It's a good question. We found this shoe underneath the bed.
The room clean before she got there?
Well, so they say.
Hold it. Hold it, fellas. Cinderella.
Look, I don't hold anything personally against you, Monroe. But in 2 months and 4 days, I retire in New Mexico. Understand?
I think you'll blend right in there, Larry.
The rich are different. They wear different shoes. I learned that from Elizabeth. You remember Elizabeth?
Yeah. Fine looking woman. Smart, too.
Hi, Zeke.
Hi.
Sorry I missed lunch.
Max, you're nothing if not consistent.
What does it say to you?
You're looking for a girl with only 1 foot.
Expensive, isn't it?
Very.
Who sells it?
Bersini's in Beverly Hills. Why?
A girl winds up dead in a Main Street hotel. All of her clothes are gone, but the killer overlooks this shoe. I think whoever killed her kept her clothes because they wanted to keep her a Jane Doe. Because no Main Street hooker does this kind of shopping, right? And tonight, I'm gonna make you a sensational Brazilian dinner.
I moved out, Max.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Wanda got away. Anyway, Elizabeth told me that there was only one place on Rodeo Drive that had the nerve to carry those shoes. And with a little gentle persuasion, the store manager told me a woman named Sandra Cartwright bought it.
Who is it?
Detective Monroe, police?
How do I know you're a police officer?
Well, if you let me in, I can show you some identification.
But if I let you in, you could murder me or something.
The department doesn't allow us to murder people.
Oh, it's unlocked.
I've lost my touch. You don't look like a cop.
Here's who I am. Who are you?
I'm Lindsay Sloan. This is my house. Actually, it's community property with my husband, Alex. He's a lawyer. He explained community property to me.
Would you mind coming down here and answering a few questions?
I guess so. So, what was it that you wanted to ask me?
Do you have any idea where I can find Sandra Cartwright?
You might try Japan.
How long has she been there?
She left last night.
Is she a relative?
Cousin, what sort of trouble is she in?
Did you see her off last night?
She took a cab to the airport. Where exactly is this going?
Mrs. Sloan, a young woman was killed last night. She was in a hotel downtown. I think it may have been your cousin.
May have been?
Well, there's no identification. But this shoe was left behind, evidently overlooked by the killer. Now, the only store in Beverly Hills that sells this shoe thought that Sandra Cartwright bought it there.
It's not possible.
Well, I'm sure it's not, but I'd like you to come with me downtown just to be certain. I'm sure you're right.
That's Sandra.
Thank you.
Are you motivated?
Hello?
Enterprising?
Why don't you take a look at that?
Overworked?
I'm on my way.
Pulled in many directions?
I know.
Do you suffer from stress headaches?
Mom!
Then you're the type A3 personality. For your stress headaches, there's A3. Maximum Strength Anacin 3. Why 3? It's aspirin-free for your stomach, caffeine-free for your nerves, and it's sodium-free. A3. Anacin 3. Stress headache relief for the type A3 personality.
hottest videos are now only at Burger King. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 4 never-before-released tapes for only $3.49 each.
Cool.
To get the hottest videos, sometimes you've got to break the rules.
Making life a little sweeter. Making life a little sweeter. Mars. Making life a little sweeter. Right back and stay a while. Making dreams a little truer. Life a little sweeter.
The day may come when all refrigerators will keep 12-ounce spills from spilling all over. But only Whirlpool has refrigerators that will do it today.
Permasoft keeps that perm soft and shiny without relaxing the curl.
Friday.
Snake.
When passion blooms in the middle of the desert.
No, not in my room.
Whoopi Goldberg puts a chill on the heat.
You will not see that teenage mutant reptile creep again.
I ain't scared of you.
You ain't? No. You sure? You thought about it. You positive. Great.
Baghdad Cafe, Friday.
A cunning female bandit strikes paradise. She's a professional. And Amelia's out for revenge, but vengeance has its price on Paradise. Then, some must face atrocity,
It's like we're a bunch of guinea pigs for the chemical companies.
while others must stand up to stop it. Lee Majors, Carl Weathers, Tour of Duty following Paradise, Saturday.
The 1990 Miss Universe pageant live Sunday at 9, 8 Central.
How's your shoulder?
Not good. You just keep talking.
I can manage that.
Hearing about murder gives me a warm glow inside.
You're really twisted, you know that?
Hey, I study with the best.
Don't you just hate it when people drop in without calling first? These could come in handy. And where was I?
You and Miss Sloan had just ID'd the stiff.
Oh, yeah. Just seeing if you're paying attention. Anyway, Lindsay. She was great looking. Lived in a palace, married to a successful lawyer. Seemed to have everything going for her. And then I met the successful lawyer. Pretty impressive. A lot of barracuda in there, I'll bet.
I'm just parking that stuff there until my boat's repaired. I'd be careful of that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Your wife wasn't up to giving me much background on her cousin. I'd appreciate anything you can tell me.
I am not the one to speak about Sandra. Sandra and I did not exactly get along.
How's that?
She was a troubled kid. She hung around with a bad crowd, probably did drugs, very irresponsible.
There's a lot of that going around.
My wife is a very nice woman who has a bad habit of feeling sorry for the underdog.
How long had Sandra lived here?
Her parents were killed in a car accident. She moved in with us 6 fun-filled months ago. Look, I don't understand this. The last time I saw her, she was packing to go to the airport.
I suppose this is going to be all over the news, right?
Right.
Marvelous.
But whoever killed her didn't want anyone to know it was Sandra. You wouldn't know who her friends were.
I never paid any attention except to throw them out when they hung around too long.
Boyfriend?
Oh, yeah. The last one was the manager of a band. The Dogs of Pompeii. I think. I don't remember his name. He lives in Malibu.
I'll check it out. I hope your wife feels better.
Wait a minute. I do remember his name. Romeo. Romeo something or other. Romeo Bernstein. That's it. Romeo Bernstein.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Just have her washed. I'll be out in half an hour tops.
What do you want?
I'm here to see Mr. Bernstein.
What's your name?
Max Monroe, what's yours?
Cliff.
Nice meeting you, Cliff. Will you tell Mr. Bernstein I'm here?
Just wait right here.
Honey, I don't remember you at all.
Oh, you really know how to hurt a girl. So who do you have to kill to get a drink around here?
You want a beer? That's the best I can do.
Romeo, some guy here wants to see you.
What guy?
And I said his name's Max Monroe.
I don't know any Max Monroe.
People are always saying that until they meet me, of course. Hello, Mr. Bernstein. I'm Max Monroe.
I don't know you. I don't want to see you. Throw him out.
Okay, let's go. Relax, guys. I just came here to play the piano, and then Mr. Bernstein will want to produce me.
Hey, you got some bad information. I'm not producing anymore. I'm on a prolonged vacation. So why don't you take your gun and get out of here? Because I'm not impressed with weapons.
I'm real sorry to hear you're not producing anymore, Mr. Bernstein, because a friend of mine, Sandra Cartwright, said you'd be the one who'd understand my music.
Don't you read the papers? Sandra's dead. She was murdered.
No wonder you're so jumpy. You must be the prime suspect in the case. But I'm sure you were with Hall & Oates here all night long, right? Right, guys? You taking money to be an alibi for a murder?
Who are you?
He's a cop, as any fool can see.
Have we met?
I would have remembered.
Do you know Sandra?
I don't think so.
Fellas, you can't go walking up on me like that unless you're ready to roll over on this toad. You being paid enough to be involved in a murder rap?
Hey, they're just friends, that's all. They'll vouch for me, right?
Right? Make up your mind, guys. You gotta take a position on this.
Come on. Tell him.
Guys, please. If you don't think I'm sincere, next time it'll be the caboose.
Shot my train. What are you, nuts?
Later, Romeo. Hey, we'll get back to you, man.
I love that train.
We have to talk, Mr. Bernstein.
Look, I don't know what happened to Sandra. Please, no smoking. Why don't you wait in the den?
When was the last time you saw Sandra?
I haven't seen Sandra in more than 6 weeks. I mean, I don't know how this happened. Who'd want to hurt her?
me explain something to you, Mr. Bernstein. You don't mind if I don't call you Romeo, do you?
No.
Mr. Bernstein, I'm a cop. But I'm also a person with needs and desires. And right now, all I want in life is to get whoever killed Sandra Cartwright because I take her murder personally. And I'm going to find who did it, and they're going to be very, very sorry. So don't be a speed bump on my highway, Mr. Bernstein, or I'll just keep running over you.
Hey, are you strung out or something?
The flagman gets it next. You picked her up at the airport last night, didn't you?
No.
You took her downtown to that hotel.
No, I swear, you gotta believe me. I never saw her again. Please, believe me.
And I'd be thinking about someone that I'm really gonna like. I can verify where you were last night.
I would help you if I could. I really would, because I really cared for her. Honest.
It's good to know. I remember that, Mr. Bernstein. Romeo seemed a little unstable, but then he just lost his favorite train. This is all when you were working in that nightclub trying to nail those gangsters who were hitting up club owners for protection money. Remember that?
One word about my cover and you're a dead man.
What can I say? A husky, 6'4" linebacker in ruffles. To be honest, I was embarrassed for it.
Well, look who's here. It's Max the Wonder Cop.
How you doing, Charlie?
I want the names of all the people who refuse to do your hair immediately. I'm having medals struck for their good taste. Come here, Conan. I'll buy you something cheap. After all, it's my club. I can do what I want. Don't you forget it, sucker.
Is that perfume? You are really out at the edge.
So, where's Elizabeth?
Out. How's Loretta and the kids?
Ah, they're fine. But she still doesn't find my working in drag socially acceptable. Drag's okay for Dustin Hoffman, I guess, but not her guy. Why don't you hit the piano before the next set?
No, Charlie. In front of all those people?
Come on.
That was the last time around the tracks for old Romeo Bernstein.
Luke, where are you?
Who's talking and where are you? Come on.
Why did you speak in your real voice, Detective Monroe?
Yeah, it was worth a try. How you doing, Jack?
Well, now, it depends on you. Give us the plates, Max. That's all we want. Then you're free to go.
Darn, it's so easy. Why didn't I think of that? I tell you what, tell us where you are and we'll just drop them by.
Oh, no, don't trouble yourself. We'll come by and pick them up.
We'll meet you halfway. Hasta la vista, amigo. I think it's time that we made a move.
Dang. Dai, Philo.
Think of your hands and think of a name. For years, it's healed and restored rough, dry skin. Now there's something more. Announcing new, improved Vaseline Intensive Care. An even better formula with more healing ingredients. It heals rough, dry skin fast. So when you think of your hands, think of our name. New, improved Vaseline Intensive Care Lotion. Now with even more healing ingredients.
Imagine a Disneyland as big as the city of San Francisco. A Disney World with a surprise around every corner. 43 square miles of tropical paradise. The spectacular Disney MGM Studios theme park. And the incredible Epcot Center. Imagine yourself here. Walt Disney World in Florida. As big as imagination gets.
Cynthia, you take the last fig, Newton. I'll make do with this cookie.
Not a bit of it, Charles. We'll share, the Newton.
What a splendid gesture.
A cookie is just a cookie, but Newtons are fruit and cake.
Here are two great new ways to enjoy Triscuit. Triscuit Bits and Triscuit Tons. Same big crunch, same weedy taste. Look for Triscuit Bits in stores right now. As for Triscuit Tons, we're still working on the box.
It was frightening. Such pain all over. Lucky nothing was broken. The doctor gave me a different medicine. It's in these little yellow pills. Nuprin. Got rid of that pain. And you know what else? Works great on my tough headaches.
Nuprin. It's not aspirin, not Tylenol. It's ibuprofen.
2 Nuprins stop my headaches better than 2 extra strength Tylenol. And Nuprin's gentler on my stomach than aspirin.
Nuprin. Little, yellow, different, better.
It even worked on my worst pain.
Max Monroe, loose cannon. Will continue.
I'm Juliette Dragus, and coming up later on Channel 4 News at 10 o'clock, developers who want riverboat gambling licenses in Illinois are wondering if they'll be able to get their boats in the water by early next year. That's because the Illinois Gaming Board says the developers will have to wait until summer before gambling licenses will be granted. The board heard from area developers for the first time in Springfield today. The 4 News crew was there, and we'll have more tonight. Also, the verdict in the trial of a Moline foot doctor accused of making sexual advances to a patient. All the news at 10.
This is CBS.
At Famous Footwear, we know the name of the game is giving you the best shoe prices in town on the best brand names for every member of the family every day of the year.
Right now at Famous Footwear, a 4-day half-price brand name Easter shoe sale. Buy 1 pair, get a second pair, same value, for half price. Every second pair is half price. Now at Famous Footwear.
Famous Footwear, the best shoes for the money.
Period.
This is it. We're selling out over 80 Escorts this week at Dow Ford. The 91s are here, so we're bottom lining the 90s with 1,000 cash back or 2.9 financing. Escort ponies, bottom line as low as $63.99. Escort LX is 2 doors, 4 doors, bottom line price from $8,040. Sporty Escort GTs, bottom line just $92.98. Plus this week with your Escort, rust proofing and undercoating, my compliments. Now that's a real bottom line deal from Dow Ford.
We'll show you how tough it is to get Green Bay season tickets at 10.
I can't take much more of these stairs, Max. Tell you what, you stash me somewhere and go on without me.
Give me a break. I'm trying to get rid of me just when things are getting interesting. In here. In here, before I have to slap you around. We'll rest here a while. We'll make our move.
I got you.
Don't check out of me now.
Just keep talking to me, Max. Talk to me.
Well, where was I? Well, Fair Romeo had taken his last turn around the tracks. And as luck would have it,
My partner, Larry LaBelle, got there before I did.
LaBelle? I thought he was dead.
No.
Did you get that all taken care of? Yeah, no problem. Okay, you can put that in the report. Well, look, this is the way I push you over. That's good.
So who found the body?
Oh, she did. The good news is, it seems this guy killed the Cartwright girl.
She told you that too? Boy, you are really on top of things, Lair.
So I guess I'll go drinking, because you and I aren't on this case anymore.
Hey, I can take it from here, but I'll miss you.
After you left, he went crazy. You really scared him. He started crying about Sandra, and that's when he lost it. Tearing the place apart. Hey, I split.
When did he call you?
About 9:30. He was doing his crying thing again, telling me about Sandra, how he had killed her, how sorry he was. I tried to calm him down. But then he said that he was going to kill himself rather than go to jail. I tried to talk him out of it. But then I heard the shot.
Why didn't you call the police then?
Because I couldn't believe he'd really done it. Hey, with Romeo, you could never be sure of anything.
You just had to see for yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
A cigarette?
No, thanks. I've got my own.
How long did you know Romeo?
Too long.
But not long enough to know that he didn't smoke. Or that he didn't allow people to smoke around him. Like you, yesterday. I'm really surprised you overlooked a little detail like that. It's really not very professional.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you, Captain, these two crimes are related. And this last one is no suicide. I think she did it. And maybe she did the girl, too.
You know something? I don't have to sit here and listen to this, because I know my rights. Either you book me, or I walk.
She thinks she's gonna get away with it. She's gonna walk out of here, pack her bags, and no one ever sees her again. I'm telling you, she's a pro, and she did it. Gotta let me stay on this one.
You don't have anything on her.
Give me a little time, and I will. Captain, you gotta back me up.
Where's it written I gotta do that, huh? Huh?
No, I'm right.
I don't want to hear about this, Max. Just don't get us both canned.
You getting all this?
Loud and clear.
Okay, so the captain really wasn't a bad guy. He did have me transferred out of the department after his case.
Big surprise.
Yeah. And Lindsay, now there was a woman with a mind of her own.
Somebody's lying to you.
You look like somebody who's looking for somebody. Sit down.
I heard on the news about Sandra's boyfriend. I do not believe a word of it. Sandra told me that he broke up with her 6 weeks ago. Why would he kill her?
It's a good question.
What do you think?
I think it's late. Do you like Brazilian food?
I have no idea who killed her, or who would want to, or who could. She was messed up, but she was a nice kid.
So you have no idea who she ran with?
Other than this Bernstein, they were just boys with first names. David, Denny, Colin, Skip, you know. This was delicious.
And it saves you the 16-hour plane flight.
Were you a cook before you were a cop?
No.
I'm just wondering. You know, when I was looking for you at your office, I got the feeling that no one really wants to work with you.
I get that feeling myself.
One of them even intimated that you might be just a little bit crazy.
Well, it's a handy reputation to have. keeps the bad guys on their tippy toes. What about you? You always been rich and beautiful?
Poor little rich girl from Pasadena never knew quite what to do with herself. At 30, she's on her third marriage. First was a race car driver, left her a widow. The second was a would-be European aristocrat who, it turns out, had a very questionable title and several close relatives requiring extensive dental work. Anyway, 18 months ago, she meets and marries rock-solid Alex Sloan. A few years her senior, but affording that elusive security that every poor little rich girl needs. For a long time, she pretends that it's working because it's really important to her to get it right this time. And then she finds out that he's sleeping with someone. Never finds out exactly who, but that's not the important part. The important part is that she finds out that she's not really in love with him anyway. Wondering why I'm telling you all this?
No.
I left Alex a note, telling him I was staying with a friend.
He doesn't mind that?
I don't know. But he'll never mention it.
Well, then neither will I.
Before you get the wrong idea, I only want to sleep here.
I'm really very good at that.
I'll make breakfast.
I did a telephone check. Here is Denise Patrick's phone number, and here is Romeo Bernstein's phone number. And as you can see, for either one of them to call the other, it would be a toll call. Here's a copy of Romeo Bernstein's telephone record for the month. There's no toll calls to her on his, and vice versa.
So there's no way that he could have called her place?
What's her address?
By the way, I didn't know that a cat would eat your breakfast cereal.
2120 Medina. There's no apartment number. Maybe that's a house.
Thanks, Zeke. You're great.
Yes, thank you.
To protect and to serve. The best way to keep a cat from eating your breakfast cereal is to put a lot of sugar on it. He hates sugar.
You know, I think I know this neighborhood.
The least you can do is point out your girlfriend so that I don't embarrass you.
Hey, Elizabeth and I were involved, but that's all over now. Okay?
I'm sorry. I invited myself into your bed and then I complain I'm not the first. Bad form.
Well, I doubt very seriously if anything like that will happen again.
Well, let's hope not, or I'll kill you. This should be it.
And that's her. We got a problem. She's seen this car before.
Why are we stopping here?
Gotta go undercover.
Okay.
I could have hit you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Police Officer Monroe. I'm commandeering this bus in pursuit of a suspect. All those wishing to disembark do so at once. All others stay at your own risk and quite possibly the thrill of a lifetime. I'll take it. On your left is the famous Beverly Hills Hotel where Jerry Lewis, and Arnold Schwarzenegger all got their start as singing waiters. Not many people know that. Suppose that's Johnny Carson lawn bowling over there? I'm not sure myself. And is that Sean Penn mowing that lawn? You never know. Thanks, everybody. You've been great. And all of a sudden, it looked like the husband was involved in murder. Can you believe that? Charlie? Charlie. We're out of here.
For something light, may we suggest a cool McDonald's salad? Tossed fresh, they go to work, to your home, to the park, to the beach. Crisp, delicious salads right in reach. Fresh tossed salads from McDonald's, oh yeah, all dressed up and ready to go.
When my friend's refrigerator gave out, I said, call Sears. She said, but we didn't buy it at Sears. Then I told her Sears now services your major name brand appliances like GE, Whirlpool, and Frigidaire. So why go to someone you don't know or trust? Just call Sears.
We asked the International Motorsports Association to challenge the top 4 compact 4x4s in a test of climbing power in the Baja.
The Baja. Off-road racing doesn't get any tougher.
All 4 powered up the hill. But Chevy S10 left the others in the dust. The new 1991 Chevy S10, kicking dirt and taking names.
The heartbeat of America.
Today's truck is Chevrolet.
Please don't let this feeling end.
I just heard it's snowing where my sister lives. Yeah, can you believe it? So I'd like to send her some flowers. In an Easter basket? Oh, that sounds great.
When you send an FTD Easter basket bouquet, you send a spring feeling that never ends.
And sign it, Dear Shelley, warmest Easter greetings from your sister.
Please don't let this feeling end.
Years ago when I was a waiter, I had awful backaches. My doctor recommended the pain reliever and prescription Motrin. Today he recommends Motrin IB for pain.
Motrin IB. No prescription needed.
Now it's my place and my splitting headaches. And Motrin IB has the strength I need.
One Motrin IB is as effective as 2 regular aspirin.
My headaches just stop. And it's much gentler on my stomach.
Motrin IB. Doctor recommended pain relief.
Max Monroe, loose cannon. We'll continue.
You never know where history will unfold, but you always know where to turn. The CBS Evening News with Dan Rather. You always know when it's CBS News.
This Friday the 13th.
You take care of yourself. Stay inside of that.
It's bad luck being married to JR. Dallas, Friday.
I killed a man tonight.
He knew, but couldn't tell.
Where is the body?
She had a hunch, but couldn't prove it.
When the pieces come together, it's Murder, She Wrote. Then join host Dick Clark and Lisa Gibbons live from L.A. when Miss USA takes on the world in the 1990 Miss Universe pageant Sunday.
This is CBS.
This is it. We're selling out over 80 Escorts this week at Dow Ford. The 91s are here, so we're bottom lining the 90s with 1,000 cash back or 2.9 financing. Escort ponies. Bottom line as low as $63.99. Escort LXs, 2 doors, 4 doors. Bottom line price from $8,040. Sporty Escort GTs, bottom line just $92.98. Plus this week with your Escort, rust proofing and undercoating, my compliments. Now that's a real bottom line deal from Dow Ford.
Oh, it isn't just for Sundays anymore. Cooks, it isn't like those other hams you used to have before.
Cook's ham steaks have 1/3 less salt and they're 94% fat-free. Now you can eat ham any day.
It isn't just for Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays. It isn't just for Sundays anymore. Cooks.
We'll look at your Easter forecast tonight at 10 o'clock.
Hello, Max. Exciting, isn't it? Oh, man. Keep moving. Watch it.
You okay, amigo?
Look, Max, I told you. Why don't you just stash me here while you go off and get help? I'll be fine.
Get real. I'll finish telling you about the case, and then I'll leave you. Fair enough?
Have it your way.
Stay with me, buddy. Okay, so Lindsay was understandably a little upset to find out that her worthless slimeball husband was involved in Sandra's death.
Sandra thought that Alex was playing around, that every Friday night he wasn't at a bar committee meeting, but that he had something going on the side. I didn't want to hear about it, but she was going to prove to me what a rat Alex really was.
Well, she must have come up with something major. He pretended to buy her off with money and the trip to Japan, all along knowing that he was going to get rid of her. Otherwise, why kill her and set up the frame with Romeo and then kill him? Whatever she found out about your husband must have been charming.
How did you get to become a cop?
Well, when I was 17 years old, it was either the Army or reform school. I took the Army. When I got out, I thought I'd try being a cop. I liked it.
Don't you miss the things that other cops have, like wives, families?
Haven't so far.
Aren't you worried that you couldn't keep it going with your friend Elizabeth? She did live with you, didn't she?
You could tell.
A woman can tell these things. Besides, I found a prescription bottle that she left in the bathroom. Especially since this address was listed on the bottle as hers.
Very impressive.
I assumed you'd expect nothing less of your partner.
I observed something else about you too, little Nell. You're like the dark.
So will you.
Pounce, get dressed. Fluff up your tail. You've got company.
I have a plan. Alex keeps his appointment register locked inside his briefcase. I gave him this briefcase so I know the combination.
No. That is not a good idea.
Now, wait a minute. Listen to this. I look inside and find out where he did go on these Friday evenings. It's gotta have something to do with all of this.
I would be very, very careful. If he gets on to you, you could be his next victim.
Then wish me luck.
Not bad, huh? I mean her, not the cereal.
Hi. Didn't hear you come in.
Didn't want to bother you.
Where you going?
Oh, tennis with Shelby at the club.
How was Palm Springs?
Dull.
Yeah? I heard there was a small earthquake.
I didn't notice it. That should give you some idea of how dull it really was.
That was terrific.
You a player, man?
I wouldn't mind a game.
$20.
Yeah. There's a lot to play around.
Flag for the break, my man.
I think I remember how to do this. By the way, does anybody know where I can find Clarence Winslow?
Never heard of him, man.
You've never heard of Clarence Winslow? I must tell you, I find that really hard to believe. He's about as close to being a black godfather as you're going to find. The man is practically a legend. Why, down at the department, we've got a rap sheet on him as long as pool cue. Oh, I didn't mention I'm a police officer, did I? I really should have mentioned that. Ah, look at the time. I'm afraid I don't have time to play right now. I really have to talk to Clarence Winslow. At the ball. Sure. Pardon me. Excuse me. Coming through. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Never realized it's such a dangerous game. Shh, it's a surprise. I don't know if you're aware of it, but there's a city ordinance against gambling.
Game's over, boys. Wait outside. House will take care of that.
Thought they'd never leave.
Still crazy, aren't you, Monroe?
I like to stay in shape.
How many times you tried to bust me? 5, 6, 8. You here just for fun, is that it?
Yeah, this is fun, isn't it? How much do we say these are worth? 100 each?
If you say so.
I'm looking for a new girl in town. Her name is Denise Patrick. These are worth 1,000.
I know who she is. From out of town, small time stuff. Does a little hooking.
So these are worth 10,000 each.
You coming to some money, Monroe?
You in or out? What else do you know about her?
She got something going on her own. That's all I know. Now, if you're looking for a girl, I can get you something fine.
No, thanks. If I pair that ace, I could have you beat with a king high.
That's true.
Well, let's say these are worth 100,000 each. That's 900,000 to you.
Monroe, I got no time for this.
I went down to the recorder's office this morning. I know you own the whole block. Now put it up for fold and pay me the 100,000 you'll owe me.
Let's see. I knew you didn't have any pair, Monroe. You may be just as crazy, but you didn't get any smarter.
You got a pen?
Yes, of course I do, my man.
If I find out you weren't straight with me on this, I can get you for aiding and abetting. Because I'm gonna nail it. For murder.
Never saw a check for $1 million before.
Oh, if it doesn't clear the first time, just put it through again.
I'm in.
Hey, Vince, want to talk to your wife?
I'll be home soon.
Did you hear that?
Hey, who ate the pretzels, huh? He always eats them all.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, honey, how about the sandwiches, huh?
Hey, but I'm out of Miracle Whip.
Hi, Phil. I'm out.
I gotta go.
Come on, guys, where are you going? I'm behind.
A sandwich just isn't a sandwich without the tangy zip of Miracle Whip or Miracle Whip Light.
Not a bad bluff.
You don't need a love song to fall in love again. You don't need a memory to bring it back again. You don't need another honeymoon to make a moment great. All you need is a way for you to celebrate.
Café Francais, a creamy coffee from General Foods International Coffees.
Celebrate the moments of your life.
Presenting Zapper Pack. Cheese whiz for one.
Starts with a flip, then a zip zap and dip. Make your leftovers hip with a zip zap tip.
Zapper Pack comes cheese whiz for one. For a hot cheese sauce and a zap.
For a meal or a snack, get the Zapper Pack. Tangy cheese whiz for one.
Gonna make your food. Zip it, zap it, dip it. Zap-A-Pack cups from Cheese Whiz. The flip it, zip it, zap it way to add a little zip.
There's something about ice cream. Picture 10 5-year-olds at my son Billy's birthday party. The games were a flop. Kids are crying. Billy's hiding. Then I serve ice cream. Suddenly everyone's having a ball. There's just something about ice cream.
They're young. They're cool.
It dices, it slices.
And they're jumping into action. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Rated PG. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
Did Winslow know about the girl?
Come on, Charlie. Spoil a surprise. No. Lindsay was proving to be a valuable resource. Not to mention, not too bad on the eyeballs either.
Aren't you going to ask me about my day?
So how was your day?
Sandra was right. Alex wasn't at those meetings on Friday nights, but he wasn't with some girl. He was here.
Sit. Stay. Good boy.
Good. Everybody here? Yep.
Look, sugar, I don't know who you've been talking to. Everybody in town is piece of affection. This could be our parents.
Follow me, please.
How long is all of this going to take?
There've been some holdouts, Jack.
Turn the heat up too much, people get wise.
I don't like this.
It's a little late for that.
Sugar?
Open it, honey. Thank you.
Show me how much we just have left to do.
You're under arrest.
Go, sir.
We'd like a poolside room on the 6th floor, please. Oh, it's okay. We're engaged.
Hey, man, why don't you just be cool, okay? Please. Oh.
No! Okay.
Tell me the truth. Haven't you ever wondered if you could do it?
To what?
You know, jump from here.
Hey, brother, I can't swim.
Why are you shooting up all those houses?
I don't know.
Oh, I'll bet you do.
I don't know.
Well, it's either talk or jump.
Okay, look. This is Black Chick. She paid us. That's all I know, okay?
Her people want it to look like gang trouble?
Yeah, that's it. Now, please, will you just let me go, please?
Sure.
All
You've been a great help.
I can't swim. I said I can't swim.
I've always wanted to do that.
You're telling me that there is a conspiracy between a black gangster, a Beverly Hills lawyer, and a county commissioner?
The meeting was held at Commissioner Haynes' house. He laid out the money. There's a document in his library that explains all this. I saw them. I was there. Give me a search warrant, Captain.
I'm getting a headache.
I'm telling you, Captain, I'm not wrong. The girl found out what they were up to, and that's why she was killed.
Are you sure that this Sloan woman isn't getting to you just a little bit?
What kind of a question is that?
It's a direct one. The guy you brought in just gave a statement, so they're putting an APB out on Denise Patrick.
Do I get my warrant now?
Come back when you got something.
Don't say I didn't ask.
What is that supposed to mean, Matt? Max! Damn him.
And he never answered your question either.
This is Terry. For her, cooking in olive oil is a family tradition. Unfortunately, so are excess fat and calories. Well, Terry, meet Pam. New olive oil Pam cooking spray. Because it's Pam, it adds up to 90% less fat and calories. And because it's imported olive oil, it has a great taste. Who says you can't improve on tradition?
How long will the flavor of carefree sugarless gum last? till the cows come home.
Welcome home.
Every peppermint with NutraSweet, the flavor lasts.
Neville, I thought I said no eating cookies in bed. It's not a cookie, Mother. It's a fruit Newton. Oh, carry on then, carry on.
A cookie is just a cookie, but Newtons are fruit and cake.
The headache feels like a rubber band going around my head. I have pain. I hurt.
Today, Darnell Moore is trying extra-strength Tylenol gel caps. For pain like his, why take aspirin or ibuprofen when nothing works better than Tylenol gel caps?
No throb, no headache, and definitely no rubber band. I'm going to go with the gel caps. Gel caps work.
Tylenol gel caps, only from Tylenol. For everyday pain, nothing works better. And for your cold this winter, now try Tylenol cold medication.
The hottest videos are now only at Burger King. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 4 never-before-released tapes for only $3.49 each.
Cool.
To get the hottest videos, sometimes you've got to break the rules.
Max Monroe, Loose Cannon. We'll continue.
It's an all-new three-ring spectacular, the 120th edition of the greatest show on earth. Join host Nell Carter as she introduces some never-before-seen entertainments, like King Tusk, the hilarious Ringling Clowns, the performing White Rhino, and animal trainer Fabio Toni. The Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, Friday at 8.
The Cubs face the Pirates, or the Dodgers take on the Astros as baseball premieres Saturday on CBS Sports.
If you think your town has problems, wait until you see this place. Looks hopeless, doesn't it? That's what we thought until we met Bob Shannon. 60 Minutes, Sunday.
This is CBS.
This spring, a lot of farmers have a new decision to make about atrazine. We've used it for years, but atrazine isn't always right today. So now, well, I want an alternative. That's why I'm going to use Banville herbicide in my corn. Banville controls my toughest broadleaf weeds, but without any atrazine. I care about what goes on my land, and Banville's the no atrazine alternative that's right for me.
I'm Phil Dawson, and coming up later on Channel 4 News tonight at 10 o'clock, a judge says a Moline foot doctor is not guilty of battery and disorderly conduct for the sexually suggestive way he allegedly touched a patient's mother. The woman said Dr. Michael Quagliano touched her breasts and made sexually suggestive comments and even offered medical treatment in exchange for sex. But today, in a non-jury trial, a judge found Quagliano not guilty of all charges. Tonight, we'll talk to the doctor and the woman who made the accusations on the news at 10 o'clock.
Igor, get me some brains.
Illinois Bells Ameritech Pages Plus. Published by Donnelly Directory. Shop here and shop intelligently.
You're watching WHBF, the Quad Cities Channel 4.
Does this feel good? Yeah, well, don't get too comfy. It's just temporary. Right. But it does give me time to get back to my story. As you know, everybody in LA is in real estate. Alex's group was just coming at it from a little different angle. Pay attention, Chuck. There's going to be a test in this material.
Don't you call me Chuck.
That's the spirit. Oh. Unfortunately, the captain didn't think I had enough evidence for a warrant.
I never stopped you before.
Oh, didn't this time either.
Thank you, sir.
Lindsay, I am so glad you could come. Alex said you weren't feeling well. I wasn't, but I'm fine now. You know how it is. Is Alex here? I didn't see him. He didn't come with you? Oh, he's working late. I'm just gonna mingle. Okay.
Allow me. Thank you. Thank you. How about you? Oh, salami and okra. Excellent. Excellent. Poppy swirl, perchance? Perfect. Memory of chicken? Sure. Thank you, not for you. And you? How about you? How are you tonight? Oh, c'est magnifique. Charcmousse. Excellent choice. And you? Oh, fine. Take care of this, will you, my man? You better get back out there.
I'm on lookout, remember? What is it?
It's a map.
It's Alex.
What are you doing here? It's just what I was going to ask you. You see, I know that you and Winslow and Haynes have a cozy little plan. I don't have all the details straight yet, but that'll come in time. And by the way, do your partners know that you had Sandra iced? I think you better leave. The way I see it, you have three alternatives. One, you can confess. Two, you can cut me in. And three, well, I don't know what three is yet, but if it's better than 1 and 2, I'll let you know.
You're going to prove this. You're insane.
You're not the first to make that mistake.
Alex? Who the hell are you?
I'm a police officer. I believe I found an intruder.
Alex.
Bud, would you get security, please?
What happens when a police officer trespasses and assaults? What happens then?
I take his badge.
And how would you do that?
My name is Michaels. I'm on the police commission.
That would do it.
Take him outside.
I'm on suspension, right?
I'm supposed to ask you to resign, Max.
Captain, you gotta back me up on this. I saw them. I saw the map. If I stop, they're gonna get away with it. They're gonna walk.
I can't help you this time, Max. Give me the badge. The gun.
Max. Hiya. I got it. I took those map boundaries you gave me, got got a little input from the recorder's office, and there you have it. The areas I shaded in black are our real estate transactions during the last 18 months.
All by one buyer?
Nope, by several corporations. But I got a little help from the Corporations Commission.
And I can guess who controls the corporations and which attorney set them up.
One would hope. I also got some information for you on your Denise Patrick. She's from Cleveland, where she's also known as Donnelly Parsons, Danielle Parrish, and don't ask me why, Martha Brown. She has several arrests, a couple of convictions. She did hard time for manslaughter. Locally, she has 7 outstanding parking tickets, 5 of which are at the same Culver City address.
Thanks. Want some lunch?
Actually, I gotta run. Just nail these creeps, huh? For old time's sake. Bye.
Bye.
I thought cops are supposed to knock at least twice.
Well, I'm not a cop anymore. Your friends had my ticket pulled. And what is this, anyway? The wardrobe department?
Why don't you tell me?
Okay. Looks to me like you 3 employers have been buying up a large area of Culver City, doing a little block busting. Anybody doesn't want to sell, you just organize a few drive-bys, and suddenly it's a buyer's market. Sound about right? My guess is that maybe your pals have some inside information. Like, say, a Century City-style commercial development in the works? Multi-millions? Maybe, perhaps.
What do you care? You're off the force, right?
First and foremost, I'm a taxpayer, and I won't rest until there's a balanced budget and a better world to live in.
I think you're crazy.
I think you're colorful.
Keep him here until I'm gone. Then, have a little fun with him.
Does anybody here habla inglés?
Exactly what I had in mind.
Ho! Hear me out on this. Now, I hope you all understand what I'm about to say. I'm a police officer, and you're all under arrest. Am I making myself clear? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You're entitled to a lawyer before questioning. If you wish to have a lawyer and can't afford one, one will be provided for you. You understand these rights as I've explained them to you. Good.
I had been through so many diets, and I was always hungry. So I said, all right, this is it. There's a drugstore right across the street from my apartment, and so I went over there, and the pharmacist recommended Dexatrim.
Pharmacists recommend Dexatrim more than any other weight loss product.
I mean, for me, Dexatrim is what helped me control my hunger and lose the weight. To me, it's just like a dream come true. Look at this.
Dexatrim, the weight loss product pharmacists recommend most.
Yeah, sure, I'm Spiffy's for furniture. Soft towels and furniture polish, all in one. So I dust and polish in just a wipe. With no waxy buildup. Try me and the 4 other Spiffys.
Stop trying!
We cut the work down to a wipe.
I used to have dandruff, so I tried Head & Shoulders. Then I tried Selsun Blue. Blue is better.
Selsun Blue relieves dandruff flaking better than Head & Shoulders, and doctors recommend it more than Head & Shoulders, Denorex, and Tegrin.
Blue is better.
Selsun Blue.
I don't know about you, but I don't like the way some auto service places treat women. I'm not a car expert, but I don't want to be treated like a child. And so many times I feel like the mechanic may be trying to pull one over on me, telling me my car needs something fixed when it probably doesn't. So I go to the Sears Auto Center. They're nice. I get a fair price. I trust them. And my car is ready when promised. That's all I want. And that's what I get at Sears.
If you wear ordinary contacts, all too often you're doing this, and this, and this. That's why AccuView disposable contact lenses wants to offer you this, a free trial pair of the first lens you never have to clean. See your eye care professional for an exam, and if AccuView is right for you, you'll never have to do this or this, because all you have to do is this. AccuView from Johnson & Johnson, the first disposable contact lens.
If we get this song down, I'll be fine.
Well, I did as you suggested, and yes, there is some hot talk amongst Alex's friends about some huge new development going in on the west side. Japanese money.
Great. We'll just have to do it without me.
What about those guys you took in?
Oh, somebody posted their bail within seconds. If I could have just taken Denise, I wouldn't be so cranky.
Cheer up. You still got me. And Pounds.
Right. Maybe all is not lost.
Let's say we take a nap.
She's in there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Alex thought he had it all figured out. He just didn't expect me.
Not many people do.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Lindsay was back at home, keeping up the front as the good little wife.
I'm sorry, darling. I didn't mean to startle you.
That's all right.
How was La Jolla?
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara. How was Santa Barbara?
Cold?
If you don't hurry, all your hot water will be gone.
I'll be out in a minute.
Don't mind me.
Aren't you going to be late for the office?
I canceled all my appointments today.
Why's that?
Well, I figured that we'd have some lunch and play some tennis and then spend a quiet evening at home, just the two of us.
What brought this on?
We haven't been together. And particularly now with everything that has happened, I would very much like to be.
You don't owe me anything, Alex.
The way you stood up for me at the party, I was very moved by that.
It was nothing.
And a great deal to me.
Hello.
It's me. Alex is acting very strangely.
How's that?
He's been here all day and he has not let me out of his sight. Something's wrong.
Well, make up some excuse and come and meet me.
Okay. I don't think so.
Why not?
I just don't think I can make it tomorrow morning, Shelby. You better find yourself another partner.
He's there.
That's right. I'll see you soon. All right, thank you.
Cheers. Having a nice time?
Lovely.
Good. I'm glad.
You're not drinking.
That's because I'm driving.
Are we going someplace?
Well, I am. You're staying here so you can have your accident.
What?
Have you forgotten? You have a drinking problem. I drugged your champagne. Did you really think I was going to let you make a fool of me? Sandra tried. I never knew why you were so fond of her. Particularly since from the beginning, she was sleeping with me. I don't suppose I'll ever truly understand women.
Detective Max Monroe here.
All right. He comes in. She thinks he's a prowler. She shoots him. She's drunk, she trips, she drowns. That's what we have.
Put your hands where I can see them and turn around very slowly.
money? Do you want her? What do you want? Do you want to be rich? Really rich? I can make you rich. What do you want?
So the white knight gets the girl, huh?
I hope I'm right. It's my last bullet. Ready?
Let's do it.
Well, don't say I never take you anyplace exciting.
I won't. You never told me what happened to Lindsay.
Oh, last I heard, she was married to a dentist in Encino.
The 90s are here, and so is a way to explore new horizons. The new four-door Explorer from Ford. Explore an interior with more room than any competitor. Explore exclusive push-button four-wheel drive. Explore 4-liter power. Discover four-door Explorer from Ford.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
Happy anniversary.
Hey, Royal Blue.
Electric blue.
Ooh. My shirt's not so electric anymore. Well, maybe the fish will like it.
If your colors are fading, there's now a detergent that helps protect them. Introducing New Cheer with Color Guard. As time goes by, you can see the difference Color Guard makes. New Cheer with Color Guard.
lets you clear the air with Renews It Roommate Air Freshener in 4 fragrances. The quality you need at the price you want. 2 for $3.
For something light, may we suggest a cool McDonald's salad. Tossed fresh, they go to work, to your home, to the park, to the beach. Crisp, delicious salads right in reach. Fresh tossed salads from McDonald's. Oh yeah, all dressed up and ready to go.
What would you give to have time in the morning to think about how you look? I'm thrilled if my hair looks good. And it does. I color it with Preference by L'Oreal. It has very special conditioning that gives my hair tons of shine. And shine makes everything about hair better. The color's glossy, the look is healthy. Sure, Preference is more expensive. But every morning as you race by the mirror, you can say, I'm worth it.
Performing Preference from L'Oreal.
Next on Max Monroe, Loose Cannon.
But who would have done such a thing?
You've got company coming.
Yeah, Oral Fits, brought their Gusher and Fits, PR, pantyhose, snack foods, and novelty items.
One size fits all.
I want something huge, big, bigger than big. Better than that, picture this.
Lunch, brothers.
This is Paula Zahn.
I'm Harry Smith. The world has entered a decade of change.
So wake up to the 90s with us, weekdays on CBS This Morning.
Stay tuned for your local news.
Rodriguez, substituting for Pat Sajak. Catch me tonight with Tony Danza, Stephen Bauer, Clive Davis. It'll be a great show. You know who they are, and I'll tell you more later.